hired a couple of people that I regret hiring. Some that were not so cut out for the job.
So, like, in those interviews, were they, like, saying all the right things, though?
Pretty much. Like,
So,
hitting all the right buzzwords, I guess. Selling themselves better than they should have. Because, at the end of the day, all you're doing in an interview is you're selling yourself.
I am no good before 11 a.m.
You're wearing tuxedos to a job that requires you to clean bathrooms.
did you ever have any coworkers that called in a lot, didn't show up?
Not at GameStop.
No? Okay. Did you have any that were, I don't know, bad with customers? Like, couldn't keep their temper?
Yeah, I had one guy at West Broad that thought he was more hot shit than he was. He did not have a very strong filter, and he had essentially no, like, I don't quite want to say social intelligence, but you know what I mean. Like, he wasn't very good at reading the room or understanding conversations, like, the best way to converse with people. So he would say some off-the-cuff stuff that would sometimes end up as being off-color stuff that I would have to reprimand him for. He was a well-meaning guy. He just didn't...
just not a good filter.
You're right. He just didn't understand how to talk with people very well. I worked with it as best I could. He eventually ended up leaving for a different company, which we were kind of thankful for.
Did you ever have to fire anyone?
I came very, very close on a couple of occasions. To date, I have never technically fired anybody. There's only one person where I was going to fire him, but because I was really nice, I'm like, I'm going to give you the opportunity just for the sake of your own, like, personal employment record to just resign. So I don't have to fire you and have that go against you. Because, he was a nice enough guy and did help out my assistant manager with getting some, like, super rare Pokémon, so he was a fan.
Oh.
So, like, out of kindness and out of, the good that you've done for us personally, I'm not going to fire you unless you do not resign. You can either give me your resignation or I can give you your resignation.
What was wrong with this guy?
He was just terrible at the job. He couldn't sell shit. Like, he had the worst numbers of probably any employee I've ever had to work with, and it essentially just seemed like he did not care and did not want to try. And so it's like, you are hurting my business more than you are helping it. So there was the door. But God, he tortured me mercilessly the entire year that I was there. So it's almost like Stockholm Syndrome, I guess. Because there are times where I'll be like, man, I miss working with Zach. And then, like, I'll talk with him, or he'll pop into one of my streams, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right, you were an asshole to me. A well-meaning asshole, but an asshole.